Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Boise State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The option look. He'll toss it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Give to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll ride his man on the option. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Now on the move. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a split backfield.
Now, Boise State. On the ready.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Toss sweep right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch?
Oh, better look out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on 3rd down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the 3rd down conversion and a new set of downs.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
He's got the tight end. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point on the field, they're actually starting to dictate to the offense.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Dennis. Finds a crease at the 20. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll move the tight end. On second and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Dennis. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. On the option. They'll try the run. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Kick is in the air. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pulls it in on the right. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's at the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utah State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's fun. more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field? What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stockton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Dennis. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Motion from the back. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Buys a little extra time. Sails one into the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The give on the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the third quarter. We reach the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the pressure.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, The guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off play action on first down. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Ivory.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got room to work. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one. Even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country, they're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, though.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Lofts one high and deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Ready to fire from the pistol. Hands it off. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
The give to the tailback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to...
Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
Okay, ready?
The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. Terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He's got it on the move.
4th and goal now in the fourth quarter, down a couple of scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
Oh, they're after him. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Gets the back moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 2nd down coming up. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.